Hello, welcome to Library Connection. I'm Mandy Cantrell with the B.B. Comer Memorial Library here in Sylacauga. I want to thank TV 47 for all they do to help us put on our program, and our sponsor, First Bank of Alabama. We appreciate them being our sponsor for this program. Well, school is well into it right now. We started maybe a month or so ago, and today my guest is the Superintendent of Sylacauga City Schools. Dr. Michele Eller is here joining us. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you for having me this morning.
I know you're very busy, even though school it's not the first of school, but it's still very busy.
Yes, every day is a new day.
Gosh. Well, I'm excited. I've been looking at, I'm from here in Sylacauga High School class of 79, shout out to us. I follow the school on Facebook and different areas just to see what's going on, because my girls graduated from here, and so I like to keep up with what's going on.
Yes.
So I saw that there is the Alabama Virtual Classical Academy. So tell us some more about that. That was a very neat idea, I thought. Yes.
So one of the things that I'll mention is, of course, it's new this year.
Yes.
It's a virtual option for families. Right now it is in grades K through 8. We plan to add a grade every year to the academy. We actually partnered with an outside educational vendor called a CEL, and they actually specialize in delivering high quality virtual education. As you know, we're not real large, and so we recognize the need really to have another option, not only for our own families, but for families across Alabama.
Oh, so it's not just our areas, the entire
Anyone
state.
in the state of Alabama can take advantage of our classical virtual school, and it is the first classical virtual school here in Alabama.
All right. Now, I know on the screen now, who are these people right here?
So right now, this is the staff of the virtual school. These are the teachers and the principal that is there. They actually came to Sylacauga and conducted training on how to teach using the classical model and how to teach virtually.
Wow, which is quite different from in person, I know.
Yes,
but there is a way to make it work.
Yes.
Well, that's wonderful. So they've had the training,
Yes.
and they came here. What's the cost for this?
There is no cost for families. It is a free public school option.
Wow.
Everything is covered in it, from curriculum to instruction, and it's not your typical virtual option. You know, we did the best we could during COVID.
Yes.
Delivering educational virtually. We did realize that for some of our teachers, that's not what they're best suited at, and they really weren't equipped to do it. And then a lot of our children, you know, that's not their best learning mode.
Right.
But for some, it is. And so this company utilizes resources so that those students feel like they're in the classroom. So they actually have to log in at a certain time for each subject, like from 8 to 9, it might be reading, from 9 to 10, it might be math instruction. And when they log in, they see their teacher live using a Canvas interactive board. And in that interactive board, they can watch their teacher teach. It has a whiteboard option on there where the teacher can be working out problems. They're able to interact with that teacher. You know, they're able to raise their hand. They're able to ask questions. The teacher's able to put them into pairs and groups. Almost like you were in a regular classroom, but you don't have some of the disruptions that you might have in a classroom. The other caveat to it is that every lesson is recorded. So let's say that you are a family that might be a little active. Whether your child is doing competitive gymnastics or you love to travel, you can easily let the teacher know, hey, I won't be in the live session today, but it's recorded so that you can go back and still take advantage of that instruction and watching the instruction take place.
Or just watch it again, even if you saw it live the first time.
I was going to say that would have helped me tremendously with math. I struggled with math. I was an English teacher. I struggled with math. I would have loved the opportunity to re-watch instruction.
Watch it again,
and then not only does that part take place, but all of the curriculum that's needed to do extension with the teaching is mailed to the families.
Oh, wow.
So from books that are being read, to math workbooks, to items that are needed for science experiments.
All that is provided.
All of that is provided.
For free.
For free.
That is amazing.
For no cost. Because
Wow.
we want it to be a high quality educational experience.
Yes.
And you know, it fits with our mission. Our mission is to provide a diverse pathway for every student to be successful.
Right.
And so this is just another option that we can give, like I said, not only our own families, but families within the state of Alabama as well.
That is amazing. That's wonderful. And there's no cost. Everything is provided. What makes this a classical school?
So with a classical school, there's a lot of attention given to rhetoric. You've got oral debate. The students are exposed to classical literature. They also have the opportunity to take Latin beginning at the middle school.
How important.
Yes. And so it really is cultivating that scholar within, that student who can think, who can ask questions, who can research and find answers his or her own way.
Right.
And so, you know, I had the opportunity in middle school. I moved around a lot growing up, and I had the opportunity in middle school to be a part of a middle school that did the classical model.
Oh, good.
I didn't realize it in the 80s
Right.
at the time, but that's exactly what we did, and we learned through reading the great books. I was able to take French. They didn't offer Latin that I remember, but we did offer. They did offer French, and so it was a neat experience for me to really cultivate that that deep love of learning, but really the deep love of learning for myself, if that makes sense.
Yes,
so that you know, it's not just someone delivering information to me, but it's me absorbing it and owning it, and then wanting to know more.
That's great. That is a great opportunity.
Yes,
I think.
and we hope that families who, for whatever reason, have chosen not to send their students to brick and mortar school, we hope that they will at least consider this option, because all of the teachers are Alabama certified teachers.
Okay.
It is an Alabama public school. It's an extension of us.
Yes.
So students graduate with an Alabama diploma. They still has all the honors and everything else that be, you know, and accolades that be associated with that. So.
What type of students would want to do this? I know if they live out of our district, have illness, things like that.
Right, right. We see, you know, even our own students that have chosen to do this instead of brick and mortar. There's been a variety of reasons. Some has been medical.
Right.
That some has been that their best learning environment is where they are alone and they don't have the distractions that, you know, tend to be in a regular classroom. We've also had several families look into it that live out of district, that have, for whatever reason, are not, you know, pleased with what could be offered where they're currently zoned. And this is a great, valuable option for them. And then some, like you said, you know, you've got families that travel, you've got military families that as they're traveling to different bases, they don't want their child to fall behind or go to a different school where now the curriculum has changed. And this gives some consistency, some stability.
That's a great opportunity.
But you do have to have someone at home that can monitor, you know, that can coach them and make sure they're logging in and make sure that, you know, those assignments are taking place. And
well, I'll tell you, we're going to pause for a commercial break, and we'll come right back and talk some more about how you can be involved with this.
Yes.
Hope you'll join us.
Remember your first car? The butterflies you had on your first date? Or your first home? Remember his first steps? Or his first day of school? Remember the thrill of opening your first business? For every milestone, every memory, every first, think First Bank of Alabama.
Jacksonville State University, the journey starts with you. It begins with your ambition, your curiosity, your dreams. Here, you forge your own path. You have the power to make a difference, explore new horizons, and turn your passions into your future. At Jack State, we journey forward together. The journey starts with you.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I'm talking with Dr. Michele Eller, the superintendent of Sylacauga City Schools. We're going to talk a lot of things about the schools, but we've been talking about the Alabama Virtual Classical Academy at Sylacauga, the only one of its kind in the state. It's very exciting for those people that need to homeschool or choose to homeschool their children. I found out about it on Facebook. That's a good place for people to find out.
It is.
Follow them on Facebook, the school system or the schools. Yeah. And then your website is great. How can parents find out more about it, register their children?
So we do have a link on our website for the Alabama Virtual Classical Academy.
Right.
And once they go to there, the first thing they need to do is begin enrollment using the link that's on the website.
Yes.
They have to create a parent portal account and submit required documents just as though you were coming to brick and mortar. Those same documents exist, your proof of residency, birth certificate, immunizations, all of those things that brick and mortar, you would have to do that as well. And then they'll walk them through everything that's needed to go through the process. Now, if you're already a brick and mortar student of ours, it's a little bit easier.
Okay.
We actually have somebody at central office, Mr. Chad Littleton, that they're meeting with. And so he's able to assist in that component as well. But for this year, it is grades only K through 8.
Okay.
And then we will add 9th grade next year, 10th the next year, and slowly roll up. We want it to start small. You know, there's something to be said about doing something small and well.
Yes.
And so we want, if anyone knows me, I'm a perfectionist, and I want everything to be perfect. I know nothing's ever perfect but Jesus. But
we got to try, though.
Yes.
We gotta try.
I want it to be the best experience it can be. And so I would much rather start small, make sure we have all those components in place, and then slowly roll out to add in those high school years as well.
Oh, absolutely. That's a great idea. So even though school has started, is it too late to sign up?
No.
You can jump in.
You can still jump in this month. They're still bringing in enrollment in. And because it is virtual, there's still that opportunity there to make up some of the lost ground educationally.
Yes, watching other videos.
Correct. Because you don't have those breaks for in between classes. You don't have, you know, the lunch break. You don't have all those others that you would in a brick and mortar setting.
Right, yeah.
So,
well, that is a wonderful opportunity for kids in our state.
Yes.
And they don't just have to be from Sylacauga.
Correct.
They can be from anywhere.
Correct.
That's great. Well, now, brick and mortar schools, what is going on? And that is a very big question, I know.
A lot.
A lot is going on. Football, Sylacauga lost. I hate it. I listened to it on the radio, but they're doing well.
They are doing so well, and Coach Smelly has done such a great job of really cultivating not just athletes, but student athletes.
Yes.
And that's important. Men of character.
Yes,
Young men
I
of
think
character.
that's
And
right.
so he has done a very good job of actually transforming them and transforming our program. And we're almost there. We're so close.
Yeah.
We did win our first 2 games, which was exciting. And then, of course, the last 2 we came up just a little bit short. But, you know, I got to see Coach Smelly yesterday, and you know, one of the things I remarked on was that our players fought to the very end.
Yes.
You know, they never gave up.
There
they fought
are,
to the very end. And so when you see that kind of tenacity, it's exciting in our athletes. And he and his staff, like I said, have just done a fabulous job of really cultivating our young men. And of course, we're excited about the new turf.
The new turf, yes.
It looks absolutely beautiful and was, you know, great to watch them play on. And so one of the things Coach Smelly has done is he's invited all the different students in different grades to actually run out with the team.
Oh, good.
And so the first home game, all the preschool and kindergarten students got an invitation to come
Yeah.
run out with the team. That was exciting.
I bet.
And then the last home game, it was grades 1 and 2.
Okay.
So our next home game, which actually will be on Thursday night this week
Right,
instead
yes,
of Friday, it'll be the next set of grades that will get to run out with the team. So.
Then they feel a part of it.
Yes, they
think
do.
so.
They do, and they've changed a little bit of things on the Friday night football games,
Right.
where in between the third and fourth quarter, there's now a almost like a dance light
Oh, really?
party.
Oh, how
yes.
fun.
So if you come to a home game,
Yes.
make sure you purchase one of those little glow wands.
Okay.
Because in between third and fourth quarter, they cut the lights out and everybody has a fun little dance party.
Oh, how
So,
fun.
yes.
Something to involve everybody.
Well, and
Yes.
that's what we want. We want Legion Stadium, and we want our football games to be a hub for families.
Yes.
You know, we
yes.
want it to be a place where families, it's just the norm to come on a Thursday night like
Or
we have
Fri-
this week,
yeah.
or Friday night, and
Right.
come and eat, enjoy the game, and just, you know, be a part of the Sylacauga community.
That's great.
So-
And I love the field with the Marble City in the
Yes,
middle. I love
yes.
that. Well, you know, we do the Marble Festival, and I'm just really excited about that.
Well, you know, as you know, we share the field with Comer
Yes,
High School, and so we felt that was fitting that we put things on the field that represent both of us.
Yes,
That
that's
represent
true.
city of Sylacauga,
That's true.
because that's what we
true.
are.
And I know we looked at some of the football players and the band. All those people are very, very busy right now
Yes.
with those sports. I
Yes,
know.
we've got volleyball going on.
Okay.
We have a new coach there that's cultivating a young team. We've got a young team of volleyball
Good.
players, and so
Good.
she's been a great addition to our school this year.
Wow.
We have cross country that we started.
That's relatively new,
yes,
isn't it?
Yes.
Okay.
We have cross country taking place, so just lots of activities.
Wow. People always say there's nothing for kids to do.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's plenty.
There's a lot.
Most kids I know are so busy.
Yes, yes,
If you're
there's a
involved
lot.
in school or church or things like that.
Well,
it's
and then, you know, not to miss, we've got clubs and activities that take place
Yes.
at all of
Oh,
our
yes.
schools,
Yeah.
from peer helpers to we have fine arts at
Oh,
all of our
yes.
schools, and to me that's been a passion to ensure that we keep those
Yes.
relevant in our schools. So all of our students are exposed to music, they're exposed to art, they're exposed to,
some
once
of
you
the
get
artwork.
into the middle and upper
Yes.
grades, you've got theater, you've got show choir, you know, you've got the band. So there's just so many opportunities for the arts
So many
all the way
things.
through. And it's so good for our students. You know, it really helps cultivate the whole child in
I
there.
think it does. Every child is not an athlete or a scholar.
Correct.
They might be a theater, or they might be a behind-the-scenes theater
Right,
person,
right.
or they might, all of those things are great. Oh my goodness, there's a lawn bar.
Yes. So the project, and that's actually Indian Valley. That's our pre-K through
Okay,
second grade
yes.
school. They were charged with doing a self-portrait. So
Oh,
that is their self-portrait wall of
Yes.
how they see themselves.
How fun to see your own artwork on the
Yes,
wall. How
yes,
fun.
exciting.
And I've been seeing a lot of grandparents with. This is Grandparents Month or Grandparents
Yes.
Day. Oh.
So last week we had grandparent lunches at Pinecrest. We had
Yes.
several days of lunches there, and I was able to take a part of that. And I always like to come and just kind of fill in as needed.
Oh yeah. Everybody's grandmother, grandfather can't come.
Correct,
but-
correct. And so I try to go as a surrogate grandmother. So I would encourage community members, if you feel the need, please come. We can always use some
There you are.
surrogate grandparents that will
Oh.
come for the day and just eat lunch with them. And
How fun.
yeah, that little fellow was a little sad that his grandparents couldn't come, and his classmates actually came and got me and said, he's crying. We don't know what to do. And I said, I will come. I'll come sit with him. And so,
Now that's so sweet for those children to recognize that.
Yes,
There we go.
yes.
Yeah. How fun.
And so then this week is grandparents' lunches at Indian Valley.
Okay.
And they will have actually one all week long. So today, Monday is pre-K. Tuesday and Wednesday, they had to split up the kindergarten classes.
Right.
Our kindergarten enrollment is up, which is
That's
great.
great, yeah.
And then they'll have first grade and then second grade.
Wow. Something going on all the time.
Yes, and we love it.
Yeah.
And we love for the community to be a part of us. And We love to offer opportunities where our parents and grandparents can feel a part of what we're doing in our buildings.
Come in the school, see what
Yes.
their kids are talking
Yes.
about, and have some more conversations with them
Right.
and their teachers and things
Right,
like that
right.
going on. That's
Right.
great. Well, I know y'all are like us. We have great community sponsors.
We do.
At the library, and here our sponsor is First Bank of Alabama. We're very grateful. So we're blessed with a wonderful community.
Well, we could not do what we do without the support of our community and
Right.
without our community partners. And, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that. And we have so many that I'm afraid
No,
to
don't
mention.
list.
I'm
Yeah.
afraid to list,
Right.
and that's a great problem.
Yes.
That's really one of the things that drew me to Sylacauga. To apply for the superintendent position was when I started doing my research and seeing just the great community that already existed,
Yes.
and then how much the community loved the schools and invested in the schools.
Yes.
To me, that was a win-win.
Good. And you've been here five
This
years?
is my fifth school
Fifth
year. Yes.
That's great.
This
Well,
is
we're
my
glad
fifth
you're
school.
here.
Thank you. I love being here, and
Good.
I enjoy the work we're doing. I have a great staff.
Yes.
I have a great team that works tremendously hard to ensure that our students receive everything they're supposed to receive.
That's great.
And I couldn't do it without it.
That's true. This take a whole group, doesn't it?
Yes,
Well, we're
yes.
going to pause for another commercial break, and we'll be right back and talk some more with Dr. Eller.
Remember your first car? The butterflies you had on your first date? Or your first home? Remember his first steps? Or his first day of school? Remember the thrill of opening your first business? For every milestone, every memory, every first, think First Bank of Alabama.
The Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center offers the senior citizens in the Sylacauga and surrounding areas lots of fantastic activities throughout the week. Sewing, ladies bridge, quilting, game-o-rama, ceramic classes, bingo, travel club, and lots more. It's all at the Maxie Veazey Senior Adult Activity Center located next to the J. Craig Smith Community Center in Sylacauga. Don't spend any more time alone. Get out, make new friends, and have fun.
The all-new Marble City Pharmacy in Sylacauga is your destination for the highest quality health care. Our remodeled and expanded pharmacy gives us the space to serve more patients. We've added a drive-through window for those times when you don't feel like getting out of your vehicle. And we still offer delivery within city limits. We feature a full line of over-the-counter medications and supplements. And don't forget our stunning new gift department. New building, same great people. Marble City Pharmacy, here for life.
Welcome back to Library Connection. I want to thank, first of all, First Bank of Alabama for being our sponsor. We're very grateful to them. Joining me today is Dr. Michele Eller, Superintendent of Sylacauga City Schools, and we're talking about the school system, all
Yes.
things going on. We
Yes.
only have a few minutes. I know we'll go fast. Upgrades to the schools. There's a lot
Yes.
going on this summer,
Yes.
I know.
So
Basketball court.
I've got a phenomenal staff that worked
Yeah.
all summer. We, of course, did the final touches to the Douglas Martin Court at
Yes.
Sylacauga High School. We actually started those renovations during the school year and finished those up right as summer began, and it looks beautiful, and
yes.
we're so excited about it. We also did upgrades to all of our libraries.
Oh, good.
You
We got
know,
to talk about the libraries,
Yes, so
too.
the
Yes,
libraries
yes.
are really the central hubs to all of our buildings. This is the new flooring at Sylacauga High School. Their
that is
furniture was
beautiful.
fairly new, but it just needed a little bit of a makeover with floors.
Yes.
All of the rest of our schools also got not only new floors, but they got new furniture as well.
Oh, goodness.
From new comfy chairs to sit in to some of our schools chose new shelving for the books.
Okay, yeah.
Which was exciting, and we were able to do that due to the Lieutenant Governor grant. We wrote a grant to upgrade our libraries and received monies to do that, and
wonderful.
that enabled us to do those renovations there in all of our libraries.
Writing grants is not an easy thing, I know.
No,
It's
we
a-
write anytime and every time we can find a grant, we write it.
I bet you do.
So that, you know, we've been able to do upgrades within the school system since I've been here
Yes.
through monies with grants.
Yes.
We have not taken out any bonds. We've not taken out any loans. We've worked really hard to secure funding to do what we need to do in our buildings.
Wow, it does take a lot of money, great community, great people who write
Yes.
grants. God bless you. I don't, but the library utilizes a lot of
Yes.
grants.
Yes.
Well, we've got about another minute and a half or so. Anything else going on? I know we could talk 30 minutes on
Right,
that.
right. We're excited about school this year. We've had such a smooth start. We were fully staffed, which is
That's
first time.
wonderful.
We always need bus drivers though.
Always. Yeah.
So if you have your CDL, I would
Okay.
encourage you
Yes,
to come and apply. We actually do bus training on site. We're able to offer
okay.
training. It's a great opportunity if you're retired or if you
Yes.
just, you know, might be self-employed, and because you get full insurance, you get full retirement, and you
Oh,
work
that's
4 to 5 hours a day.
A little while in the morning, a little while in the afternoon,
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. And you get to work with some children, which
Yes.
is always a plus, I think. I think it is.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. And you know, you think about it, you're that first face that they see every morning.
Yes.
You know, so you've got the opportunity to help them have a great day
Get 'em
as you're greeting
started.
them in the morning. So we always need drivers, but I just could not be more pleased with our school year so far and just how things are going. And it's just exciting to be an Aggie.
Enrollment is up,
Yes.
I believe. That's exciting
Yes,
too. I'd like to
enrollment's
thank you
up.
for-
We had to add 2 new kindergarten classrooms.
wonderful.
I thought I was going to have to add a 3rd. So that's always exciting.
That
Is to have more students coming in and taking advantage of the great programs that we have at Sylacauga.
Good. Well, it is a wonderful school system, and I know
Yes.
I follow you on Facebook. I've looked at the website. So if you want to know what's going on, go to those and other places.
Yes,
to find out.
please do. We do a monthly newsletter that we post as well that gives lots of information.
Yeah.
If you are a parent of our system, please make sure you sign up for Parent Square.
Okay,
That is our communication platform that we use to give
Yeah.
constant communication back and forth with parents.
Wow. Well,
So-
that's great. Well, listen, thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate it. I know you're very busy, but I was glad to hear all that's going on.
Yes. Well, anytime I can talk about the great things happening in our schools, I love to do it.
Great.
So,
Thank you, and thank you for joining us on Library
yes,
Connection.
thank you.